What does that even mean, Bauer's Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! Back again today for another game review. And today I'm very excited to check out Fastrack from Blue Orange Games. This is for 2 players, ages 5 and up, and it'll take you about, 3 to 5 minutes to play. But before we get into that, I want to give a special shout out to one of my awesome Kickstarter backers who sent me to Gen Con. I'm going to give a shout out to Lizzie Swigart, who's got a blog called foodblog.peachesandbacon.wordpress.com. I'll post a link down on the bottom. Be sure to check it out. Thank you very much, Lizzie. But getting back to Fastrack, in Fastrack, you are going to be trying to flick your doodads to the other person's side as fast as humanly possible. What? It's a kid's game. Let's open it and see how it works. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Fastrack, and we'll show you how the game is played. First and foremost, we have our handy-dandy rule sheet. It is 1 page, double-sided, full color. It's very well done. I would actually like to see them try and screw this up because the game is so simple. It would be hard to screw it up, I do believe. And I'm going to mention right now that we're playing on our awesome grip mat, which will turn every game into a space game. So this is a space Fastrack game. But let's go over the components, and we'll go into how the game is played. First and foremost, you're going to have this nice little mesh bag, which is going to hold all of your little thingy-mabobbers that you're going to be trying to shoot onto your opponent's side. You're going to be getting 10 of these aforementioned little thingy-mabobbers, which you're going to be trying to shoot onto your opponent's side. And then you're going to get this nice, sturdy, very, very nicely made wooden board. And one thing to pay attention to on this wooden board is, as you can see, there's a little hole right there, which you're going to be trying to shoot your little thingamabobbers through. So each person is going to start off the game with 5 of them, and then you are just going to go as fast as you can, trying to shoot them over to the other side. But be wary, because your opponent will also be trying to do the same thing. Now you're asking, oh, what happens if that happens and it goes off the board? Well, guess what? Now you only have to get 9 of those things onto your opponent's side. And what's going to happen is you're both going to be going back and forth as fast as you humanly possibly can, trying to get all of yours to the other side. And if you can successfully get all of yours to the other side, then you will be the winner of that round. They recommend playing over 2-3 rounds. So the next game, you would get that piece back, and then you would go 5 on 5, and you would rinse, wash, and repeat. And whoever wins the best out of 3 round, or the best out of 5, or whatever many rounds you decide to do it, because you're a grown adult, unless you're a child, in that case play 3, will be the winner of Fastrack. Ready, aim, score! That's how the game's played. Okery dokery, Fastrack from Blue Orange Games. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the cons side, the game's not going to be for everybody. The obvious ones are, it's 2 players. You can't play it 3, 4, 5 players unless you're playing a tournament style, but when you're just playing, you can't play 2 players. Also, this is a very, 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 very simple game. I mean, literally, the only strategy you could possibly think are, should I open my eyes or should I close my eyes? Or do I want to just try and aim up the shot as best I can, or I just want to flick it as fast as humanly possible? I mean, other than that, there's really not too much strategy at all. Also, another kind I had, maybe on the component side, is I worry about these little rubber bands. Will they hold up over the long run? I've probably played 50 to 100 games since I got this at Gen Con, though, and it has held up just fine, actually, probably more than that. That's about all I have on the con side of this game. I mean, you're pretty much going to know by looking at the gameplay video if this is your cup of tea or not. Moving on to the pros, Fastrack is my cup of tea. This is a fantastic game that I think should be on everyone's shelf if you have a kid, or if you're in a classroom setting, or if you're in a young adult setting, or if you have, if you're looking for a fantastic tournament game, anything like that. Fastrack absolutely fits the bill. Why do I love this game? Well, first and foremost, let's go over the components. This is sturdy. This is solid. This feels like this was made in the 1950s. It's nice. I mean, the only thing you got, the only possible problem you can have is maybe these little rubber bands, but as I mentioned, I've played this tons of times and have no problem with them. They even got the little things down here so your board's not going to scoot all over the table. These little doodads, I don't know what they are, they're very sturdy. Everything is very nicely made in this game. They didn't need to include a mesh bag, but they did. They went that extra little mile, and I like that a lot. Also, I mentioned it's 2-player, but this game plays so incredibly quick that this is the perfect tournament game if you're looking for a light tournament game, because the games, I said 3 to 5 minutes at the beginning. It's most of the time they don't even last longer than 2 minutes. They feel like they do because they're so intense sometimes. Like, oh, I got 7 on my side. I gotta flick these faster. I gotta flick them. Oh, one went off the board. What do I do? Oh, I just keep going. I mean, this game is an intense, in-your-face kind of game, and I like that an awful lot. Well, maybe I'm just really intense when I play it. So I mentioned this should be in every classroom. If you have kids, you absolutely should buy this game. And as many of you know, I work in a preschool classroom, and they say ages 5 and up. Blasphemy. I was playing with 3-year-olds. They loved this game. I was playing with 3 to 5-year-olds. Teachers were playing. I had a parent come in and play this, and we had a lot of fun. This is one of my go-to games that I bring in on a weekly basis. The kids adore. We actually had a tournament one day. And this was, 3 to 5-year-olds, so the attention span's like, oh, well, there's a puppy. That's the attention span. And we played this for a solid hour. We had an hour-long tournament, and the kids were getting into it, and they were cheering on their peers. And it was a lot of fun. And I didn't win. I was in the finals, but I didn't win, and I didn't throw the game either. Oh, Eli. But anywho, it's a lot of fun. And that's really what games are about, strategy-wise, sure, I love strategy, I love in-depth, I love Twilight Imperium, I love the 6-hour game, but this is just fun in a box, and that's kind of what I'm coming to expect from Blue Orange, and they definitely knock it out of the park with Fastrack. I think it's $20. It is an absolute must-buy that looks like it might be for you, because if it looks like it might be for you, it is for you, because it's a lot of fun. So, it looks like it might be your cup of tea. Definitely go get it. Put it on your Christmas tree, your Festivus pole, your Kwanzaa, I don't know what Kwanzaa about, your Hanukkah presents, whatever. Be sure to check it out and get it. Also, be sure to check out Lizzie's fantastic, spectacular blog, foodblog.peachesandbacon.wordpress.com. Once again, the link is down below. Also, in the comments below, let me know what is your funnest game that you have. Not your favorite game, not the game you enjoy playing the most, but the game that's just leave your brain at the door, pure, absolute fun, because I love those kinds of games. Also, if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was the review for Fastrack. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner.